So because of the recent news of a Stray Kids comeback, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I thought I'd just show you my Stray Kids collection. Now, what I think is really, really amazing about Stray Kids is that to collect their albums, it is really, really hard for two people to have the exact same collection. I don't personally collect photo cards for any group. It just doesn't interest me. It's not really what I want to do, so it's just something I've never really gotten into. So, with the amount of different photo cards there are, and also the fact that the front page is like a member, it is very, very difficult for two people to have the same Stray Kids collection, which I think is amazing and kind of pretty. Like, I think that's really cute. I think that's really cute. I don't know why. I collect K-pop albums, so I thought that it'd be fun to kind of go through some of my collections of certain artists in now and in the future. I do currently have a full Stray Kids collection, and I love it to pieces because I love Stray Kids to pieces. Feel free to comment down below any Stray Kids albums you have, and if you want to see more videos like this, you might as well give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on that little bell notification so you get notifications when I post. It's just a fun time. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's just a fun time. I feel like the only way to do this is chronologically. Like, that makes sense, doesn't it? So obviously their first album is their pre-debut Mixtape. I love this album, and look how thick she is. Like, this is probably Stray Kids' thickest album because the photo book itself is kind of split into two. There's like so this half kind of documents their survival show, wonderful, and then this is kind of like all this is just like pictures from when they're debuting in the Grr. It's all from the Grr music video, isn't it? Yes, it is. So she's thick. By definition, she's thick. Like the English definition of thick, like T-H-I-C-K thick. She's thick. Photo cards that I got for this were Little Seungmin, and I also got Hyunjin, and they look so much younger here. Like, it hasn't actually been that long since they debuted, but they look so young. The only problem with this album is that there is a small grammatical error, and I'm not going to correct it in case the member who wrote it wasn't a native English speaker. If it was a native English speaker, shame on you. Moving on, I have both versions of I Am Not. This album, this one is the first K-pop album that I ever got, and it gives me such bad anxiety because when I got it, I didn't really know how to take care of K-pop albums, and it kind of lived on my floor for a while, and so the pages are falling out, and I hate myself. No, love yourself, hurt here, answer. No, okay, I dislike how I treated this album in the past. So I refuse to open it because it gives me extreme anxiety. I don't like it at all. So for both of these albums, I got the Chris version of the album, and I was very, very happy with this. I thought that the member at the front determined who the photo card was at the back because I did get a Chris photo card in this as well. It doesn't, but that's what I thought at first. But I just think this is adorable because you see little baby Chris all over this. It is actually adorable. This is the only one that I actually give myself permission to open because the other one just makes me too nervous. This album is so like, but I mean, I love this album because it's so like dark and they're so like brooding in it and like very, very like serious, and like I think that they've grown so much since this, and the whole like concept of this album is so like dark and gritty, and they're all like very pouty, and I just love it. So the photo cards that I got were two Chris's, which I really, really love because like every stay has this like extremely huge place in their heart for Chris. It's just a thing that we all do, that we all like love him unconditionally in such a weird way. Then for the group photo cards, I got Jisung, Changbin, and Minho for this one, which I was really happy with. And then for the other one, I got Minho, Changbin, and Felix. And then I got a baby Jisung and I got a baby Woojin, which I was like, look at this! Look at this! I love this so much. I had this in my purse for months. I had this just like stored away in my purse for months because I loved it so, so much. Moving on and getting a little bit more bright and happy and fun and yellow. I love yellow. So I have both versions of I Am Who here, which I love to pieces. I think think this is the one that I got first because I only pre-ordered one version of the album because at the time I wasn't sure if I was going to want to collect as in buy all versions, but then I lost all self-control and all my self-dignity and I bought both. I love collecting albums, but one thing I've never been good at is knowing version names. I just have never been good at it, and I always forget. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the I Am version, but for the I Am version, I got Hyunjin, which I was so happy with because Hyunjin is my bias, and I didn't pay attention to that at first, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy with this album, and then I opened up the front page and I was like, oh my god, I forgot. This is like versions. I got Hyunjin. I was so happy with. Oh, for the little lyric poster, I got Chris with his curly hair, which I was obsessed. Not everybody liked his hair in this comeback. I was obsessed. I loved the curly hair. This version, I got Jisung's little doodle, which is so amazing. I think that he is absolutely incredible at drawing. I love it so much. I think this is a really cool, interesting photo card. And then I got this yellow border minnow, and I got this Changbin, and I was really happy with these as well. And then for what I believe is the Who version, I got Changbin for this one, which again, I was really happy with. Obviously, like with Stray Kids, I'd obviously be happy with everything, and I usually say that for everything. I think I do say that for everything. I'm just happy with whatever I get because I'm so grateful to have the privilege to be able to buy these albums with my own money. Again, for the little lyric poster, I got Chris again, which I was really happy with this. I've gotten a lot of Chris things in my stay existence. That landed actually pretty okay because it landed on clothes. And then for the little doodle photo card for this one, I got Woojin, which I was really happy with. I think this is Woojin. It was kind of hard for me to decipher. I've come to believe that this is Woojin because that is the outfit that I think that he wore, and that's why I'm calling this Woojin. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I also got this little yellow bordered Changbin, which I was so happy with, and then I got this Hyunjin as well, and I remember getting this album and being so happy because I had just decided that Hyunjin was my bias, and so pulling him made me so unbelievably happy. Like, you're always happy with whoever you get, but you're always just that little bit like of extra excitement buzz when you get your bias. It's a fun time. Then I have both versions of I Am You, which I was extremely happy with. I love this photo book because I personally really love the color scheme that's in it. Like, I love this. I love the blue and the burnt color and the colors that like come with the night, and then there's also like a bunch of black and white in there, and I think that everything looks so amazing in black and white. I'm so happy I opened on this page. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Like, is that purple? That is purple. Like, I love that. That's such an amazing color, and I love this album. I think that it's so amazing. I'm gonna go to this one first because this is the one that I got first because I only pre-ordered one of these because I didn't know that if you bought two, they'd give you both versions. I thought that it would be kind of like a mix-up. Now, this is gonna look really bad with my ring light, but I did get Sungmin. I might actually just turn this off for a second. So you can see that a bit more clear. I just hate this lighting. So I got this, and then I love the way, oh right, I'm seeing this correctly. Now, it's backwards in person. I'm not sure if that's gonna be like that on the camera, but this is backwards, and then you look into the mirror and you see it written correctly, which I think is such a pretty concept, and I think that he looks really great in this. Like, how does a boy look good as a mirror? That's me. Whoa. How does a boy look good as a mirror? So yeah, I really think that was a really creative thing to do with the album. And then for this one, I got Hyunjin, which I was really happy with. I'm obsessed with this picture of him. It's so like gorgeous, and it's so like big and blown up, and that's why I really love the Stray Kids albums, because they are that stereotypical big JYP style that's like big pictures that look amazing. And again, I'm not sure if that's gonna come out backwards, because when I'm looking right now at the screen, like, I'm seeing that written out correctly, but in person it's written out backwards, and then you have to look into the mirror to see it written correctly. So for photo cards, I got this big ass Hyunjin, which I was so pleased with. Like, this big style photo card was just like boyfriend material pictures. Like, that's really what I thought when I saw this. I was like, they really just gave us pictures that are just like boyfriend material. And then for a group photo card, I got Jisung and Jongin, which I was really pleased with this. I just thought that they looked adorable and so cute and happy. And then I also got Jisung for this photo card, which again, I just think that he looks so like, he's like frowning and kind of like doing that little sulky little I'm mad, but it's like really cute. It's adorable. I love this one. And then for the pre-order photo card, I got Hyunjin again, which I was so pleased with because I didn't see this at first because I didn't open up my postcards at first, and so when I got this I was like, oh my god, I'm like I love it. And then I also got Changbin's big photo card, which again, like these pictures, like literally the concept for this was boyfriend material because it looks so good, and he looks so good in his bucket hat. And then for the group photo card, I got MIROH and Chris, which I was again really pleased with. I love these little like group photo cards. I think they're so cute to see different members together. And then I also got a Felix photo card, which I was so happy with because he looks so smiley, and it was my first solo Felix photo card. So I was so pleased with this photo card. I thought that it was so adorable. I mean, with this one, like the whole concept with all the mirrors and then the broken mirrors, I just thought was really cool, and I thought that using the mirror to like represent the song I Am You was so clever and gorgeous. I loved it. Then leaving the I Am series and going on to the Clay series, I have Clay 1 MIROH here, all 3 versions, which they've moved on to 3 versions, so I was very pleased for my boys like stepping up the ladder. Now this is the limited edition album. I actually bought 2 of these, but then one of them got shipped back to Korea. Thank you, K-Town, for you. That's why I do not buy from you. If you take off the sleeve there, I think that this just looks so... I want to describe it as grungy, but I think that's just because it's in black and white. And for the limited edition, if you fold out the front, I got Ujin, and I was so little chuffed with him. I thought that it looked really good. I just love this picture of him. There's always like a nice split in Stray Kids albums, like they're doing like 2 different concepts in everything that they do, and so I was like in love with looking through this. They like doing something a little bit darker every single time that they have one of these. So there is Bangchan, which I love, and then there is 2 Felixes. Now for this this group of albums, I got doubles in each of them, so I have 2 Felixes here, one with a purple border, one just with this like little peace sign going up, but they are both gorgeous. Does Felix have naturally blonde hair? That's what JYP would have you think. And then I also got this little Changbin photo card, which is quite like blown out, and like the light is reflecting off of things onto him, which is very nice. And the front without the cover is so nice, and it's like so different from all the other covers, and it's just like... For this version here, I got this little lion, but I always feel weird calling him little lion now because the boy has gotten so grown since I got into them. Like, he's literally grown up so much, and I keep on seeing pictures of him and thinking, the boy looks so grown, and I'm not okay with him being grown. So for this album, I got the same Bangchan that I got in the other album, which is a little bit up because it was in the back of my phone for a long time, because when I get doubles, that's what I like to put in the back of my phone. And then I got these 2 little Sungmins here. So I got this little black border Sungmin and this little like finger heart Sungmin, which is super cute. And then I also got this little red border Woojin, who looks really good with like his textured hair and looking all messy and cute. And for this version here, I got MIROH, which I was really happy with, but they keep on writing Lino on the top. You know what? Out of all of the Stray Kids members, the one that I see most doing a Jinyoung Jr. kind of thing, like going from the stage name Junior to going to the Jinyoung rather than Junior, I see MIROH doing it the most. Like that's just, I just see it happening more than any other member, because everybody else seems to be okay with like some people seem to be okay with calling Jongin IN. Some people are okay with calling Jisung Han, but I don't know a single soul who's okay with calling MIROH Lino. Like I do sometimes, but just because I just think it's a funny name. I just opened that. That's a really that's so nice. I love that little like purple hair. So I got a little bit confused there for a second. So this Chris was supposed to be with this album, so I got 2 Chris's in this album. So I got this little red border Chris with this little like and then I also got this black Chris again, black border Chris. And then I got this cute little Jongin. Like this is such a cute Jongin with the little pink jumper, and this is my first solo Jongin photo card, so I was really pleased with this, and he looks adorable, and he looks so small there. He looks grown in that other picture but small here, so I'm still content. And then lastly, I have all 3 versions of Clay 2 Yellowwood, which I really love the color scheme for this. The kind of like mustardy yellow is just very cute. I like it. If you don't have this album, like this part here is smooth, but this part is a little bit more rough. It's not like rough. It's kind of like a softer version of sandpaper is how I'm feeling it. Just the inside of it is just like cool. Like I just like the inside. For this version, you can see I got Woojin again, which I was so pleased with. I just think that it looks really good. I love this one being in color and then this one being in black and white. Like, it's just very nice. I just look. He looks so shiny there. Like, he looks like so good. I just love the color scheme. It's so amazing. It looks all amazing. Like, I love these big pictures. Like, I'd like them to switch up the style of their albums, but I don't want to give up quality pictures. And I also got this like big kind of like postcard style Woojin, which I was really happy with. And this little Chris, which again, I was really happy with. That looks so blown out there. Wait 1 second. Yeah, this Chris, it's very nice. I haven't peeled off the back. And I don't think I will. I was gonna see like, do I want to do this on camera? No. So for photo cards for this album, I got this yellow border Chris, which I'm obsessed with this photo card. I think this is one of my favorite Chris photo cards that I have. I love the blonde hair and I love the yellow border and I just love the colors going together. And I also got this black border Changbin, which looks really, really good because the black border and the black hair just looks really nice. And then I got this little Sungmin and he looks so like fresh. Like the only way to describe this, I think, is like fresh. Then for this version of the album, Felix, and again, like the color versus the black and white just looks so good and I'm in love with it and it's amazing and I think that his hair is styled so nicely. I really, really love that. Like that reminds me of like that outfit kind of reminds me of like a schoolboy in Ireland in the 1950s. So I got this big like postcard style Jongin and I'm just not ready for this boy to be grown. And then I also got this Changbin, which I was really, really happy with. And for photo cards here, I got this yellow border Minnow, and I thought that was really nice. I just think he looks really, really good there and like really happy, and it's just very cute. I got this black border Changbin again. So again, like I think the black hair, black border, quite nice. And then I got this Hyunjin, and it had been a while since I had pulled a Hyunjin, so I was really, really pleased with this. I'm just really, really happy and blessed to get my bias. And then this is the last album that we'll be looking at today. Obviously Stray Kids aren't slowing down anytime soon, so this collection is probably going to double in size in like the next year or two. I got this Jisung and he looks so good. I got this Jisung and it looks so good. I'm just obsessed with the black and white versus the yellow here. It just looks so amazing and the scribbly effect just looks so good. I'm getting confuddled. Anyway, I have this big ass kind of like postcard style Sungmin and I have this big ass postcard style Changbin, and then I got these two little Felixes. Sorry, look at that. I'm sorry, look at that. That glitchy effect. They just love their dark pictures. You know, like personality wise, they're not very dark, but picture wise, they love their dark pictures. For this album, I have this cute little like blessed Chris, which I'm in love with. I love this so much. I just love my Chris photo cards. And then I also have this Changbin, which looks really, really good. And it looks really nice. And then I also have this Felix. So I was so happy with all my pulls for all my Stray Kids albums. I'm a happy girl. Blessed. But that is everything that we have for this video, because that is all these Stray Kids albums thus far. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to post notifications. Remember, you say genius, I think Minyoongi. All my socials will be linked down below, and I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!